am a nutritionist specialising in skin health, and there are some myths that I see circulating online that kind of drive me up the wall. So today we're going to debunk those. We're going to cover 5 common beliefs about food and skin which just aren't true, and we'll also cover what you should know instead. And I think a lot of these are going to surprise you. So a quick hello if you're new here. My name is Fiona and I'm a registered nutritionist with a master's degree in nutritional medicine. On this channel we talk about how to eat for great skin, because true skincare starts on your plate. If you haven't already, please consider hitting the subscribe button because it really helps the channel. Right, kicking off with our first myth, which is that you need a skin, hair and nail supplement. You really don't. These are generally not that helpful for 2 reasons. Firstly, most skin, hair and nail supplements have really high doses of biotin. And my friends in the industry often joke that biotin must have a really good PR firm, because unless you're deficient in biotin, taking more of it really isn't going to do that much for your skin or your hair or your nails. As this 2020 review points out, the benefits of biotin supplementation remain unsubstantiated. The second reason is that even if these supplements do contain other more helpful skin nourishing nutrients, things like vitamin A and zinc, they're usually in such small amounts that they're not really going to do that much. It's like giving a hungry person a couple of crumbs of bread when really what they need is the whole loaf. And yet the marketing for these things is really strong, and a 2016 survey showed that up to 1/3 of American adults take some form of supplement containing biotin, and I just think your money could be better spent elsewhere. So what is the truth? Certain supplements can be really helpful for your skin as long as you're matching the supplement to your specific need or concern. So for example, if you have consistently dry skin, you might benefit from taking a fatty acid like fish oil or borage oil. If you have a compromised skin barrier and your skin is super reactive, what might help you is a probiotic with the strain Lactobacillus paracasei ST11. Or if you have signs of premature aging or very established wrinkles, then something like collagen or Pycnogenol might be for you. I have videos on all of these topics, so take a look around my channel. I'll also post some relevant videos in the video description box below for you. And as ever, check in with your doctor before you start any new supplements. Right, moving on to our second myth, which is a plant-based diet is best for skin. Now let me be super clear here. I am not against plant-based diets because they have so much to recommend them. What I am against is the narrative that a plant-based diet is the solution for everyone's skin problems. This is a myth that has been propagated by some very alluring before and after pictures on social media. But again, we have 2 issues here. Firstly, plant-based diets can be great, but you have to take real care and attention to make sure that you don't become deficient in some real skin nourishing nutrients, things like vitamin A and essential fatty acids and zinc and more. The reality is that most of us lead quite busy and stressful lives, and the time it takes to focus on this in the way that you need to just isn't that practical. And secondly, it can be really easy to have lots of blood sugar ups and downs while eating an exclusively plant-based diet. And this is down to the simple fact that plants are mostly made of carbohydrates. People are often surprised to learn that oat milk, for example, can really spike your blood sugar, and that's because it's essentially a liquid grain product. So even if you're eating what are perceived to be healthy foods, it's really easy to get on that blood sugar roller coaster, which can lead to more breakouts and even skin that ages more quickly. And none of us wants that. So what is the truth? I use the word truth very loosely here because the reality is that the best diet is likely highly unique to the individual. But in terms of the data we have so far, the strongest research suggests that a Mediterranean style diet is best for skin health. This is a way of eating that focuses on plenty of fresh fruits and vegetables, whole grains, nuts and seeds, pulses and legumes, and sensible amounts of fermented dairy and meat and fish. You can use this as your starting point and adapt it to what works for you. Right, moving on to myth number 3, which is that food makes good skincare. I always surprise people when I say this, and I think it's because I'm all about leveraging food on the inside to achieve your best skin. But that doesn't mean I think food makes the best skincare on the outside. I get that anything that's quote unquote natural feels like it should be better for your skin. But an example I often use here is poison ivy. That's as natural as it comes, but you still wouldn't want to rub it on your skin. And now, okay, you wouldn't eat poison ivy either, but then take something like avocado. You would eat this and it's fantastic for your skin when you do. You've also probably seen 1,000 pictures of avocado face masks on various types of social media, but not everyone realizes that avocados contain a fatty acid that's quite irritating to your skin when you put it on your skin. And even if there's nothing irritating in the food, there's still the whole issue of penetration. Good skincare formulators spend a lot of time making sure the ingredients in their skincare get to where they need to go to actually have an effect. And food is not formulated for that purpose. It's designed to be broken down much more comprehensively by your digestive system, and then the nutrients get to where they need to go. So what's the truth? So food doesn't make the best skincare, but a lot of nutrient-based skincare is fantastic for your skin. And that sounds contradictory, but it's not. Things like retinoids or vitamin A, vitamin C serums, niacinamide or vitamin B3, lactic acid exfoliants and essential fatty acids in moisturizers. These all have good research behind them showing that they can genuinely improve skin when applied as part of a properly formulated product. This is what's known as biomimetic skincare. It's giving your skin what it recognizes. The difference is it's doing it in a way that maximizes the effectiveness of those nutrients when you put them on your skin. I have lots of videos with product recommendations on this channel, especially in this playlist, so just take a look around and you'll see some of these nutrient-based skincare products I'm talking about. Right, moving on to myth number 4, which is that juicing is the secret to glowing skin. Now this one just does not go away. There's always someone, usually very well-meaning, but not always, trying to tell you that a juice fast or a juice cleanse is the secret to achieving the skin you've always wanted. And look, I do kind of get it. Juice looks wonderful. It's vibrant and colourful and it looks like it should really give you a natural glow. But here's the thing, unless the juice you're drinking is made from 100% leafy vegetables, the sugar it contains is probably going to outweigh the effects of any nutrients it contains. And what I mean by that is that when you drink it, yes, it's going to give you some antioxidants, but it's also going to spike your blood sugar. And if you drink enough juice regularly instead of eating whole foods, it's ultimately going to make your skin more oily, more inflamed, and more prone to wrinkling. Your body just isn't designed to deal with that much sugar in such a readily available form. So what is the truth? The real secret to glowing skin is eating plenty of whole fruits and vegetables. And we have actual data backing that up, showing that the more fruits and vegetables people eat, literally, the more of a natural glow they have. The difference here is that the fibre in the fruits and vegetables slow the absorption of the natural sugars, so it has much less of an impact on your skin. The fibre itself is also helpful, and emerging research suggests that fibre may play a role in promoting a strong skin barrier. And of course, you still get all the wonderful antioxidant nutrients that you were aiming to get in the juice. I cannot hammer this point home enough. Research consistently shows that the more fruits and vegetables you eat, the better your skin looks. What I always say to clients is aim to eat a fruit or a vegetable or a type of salad every time you eat something. That is a really simple but really powerful skincare habit. Moving on to our final myth, and it's a biggie, and that is that food doesn't affect your skin. Now, I'm going to bet that you've heard this at one point or another because it used to be the official medical line. And I remember hearing this from my GP or my family physician about 20 years ago when I first started having problems with acne. And even then, to my teenage self, it didn't sound quite right. There are a few reasons that this was the stance, but it's largely down to a couple of very poorly designed studies that happened in the 1960s. These informed dermatology training for years, and as a result, we all massively underestimated the power of food to influence our skin. So what's the truth? The way you eat over the long term has the power to affect how smooth your skin is, how clear it is, and how quickly it ages. Some snippets from the research include that eating almonds daily can help to reduce the wrinkles you already have. Drinking green tea can act like a mild sunscreen from the inside out. And regularly enjoying kefir or fermented milk can help to clear eczema and acne. That's just a selection. The truth is, there's been an enormous amount of research on this, particularly since the turn of the millennium. But the problem is, it takes an average of 16 or 17 years for research findings to reach clinical practice. What that means is that most healthcare providers are only beginning to learn the stuff that scientists discovered in the late noughties, let alone the stuff they're discovering this year. So, although many dermatology associations have openly changed their stance on food and skin, it's going to be many, many years before all these really helpful details become common knowledge. And I hope, in a tiny way, this channel can bridge that gap. I cite the research for everything I say about food and skin, so if that interests you, again, take a look around my channel. So there we have it, the 5 food and skin myths that I would like to die and the truths that I would like you to know instead. If there are any other food and skin opinions that you're not sure about, just drop me a comment below and I will do my best to clear them up for you. Thank you for watching until the very end. If you enjoyed this, you'll like another video I've done on how to eat for glowing skin, which I'll pop there for you. I hope to see you there. Otherwise, I will see you next time for another video on nutritional skincare. Thank you for watching.